That belongs in a museum.
Decisions that really matter.
Your inner chess player is showing.
Thank you. So the rat's in an awkward spot. Every turn he gets to debate with himself. Do I want to go for this Sylvanas Golden Monkey? It was, if you do end up going for it, you kind of feel like maybe I should have gone for it at the first opportunity. It's kind of getting worse and worse as time goes on, as VLPS gets those draws towards the punish he needs, and as the rat uses these weaker cards. Okay, so he's just jamming out Sylvanas. Now this is a very vulnerable play if you care about fatigue. Because if the rat were playing for a fatigue game plan, and indeed VLPS is going for it, you can just play out Acolyte, kill the Sylvanas, donating an Acolyte to your opponent, and this gives VLPS an even bigger advantage in fatigue potentially here. Maybe he's going to slam up. Both players draw a card off of this.
Yeah, you see the rat's not happy with his decision. He's like, yeah, like this is something that's going to happen when I do this. You can see he was a little upset with the way that this worked out.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually
burning and execute.
Yeah, that's a big play here. It's a
and
N'Zoth. And the N'Zoth.
Well,
all right, well,
I mean,
it's monkey time, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is the rat took a big gamble there and got punished for it. Like I said, didn't like it very much, and it's kind of nice to see what I would consider a sketchy play getting punished.
He did get some pretty good legendaries. It looks like I see a Ysera, I see a Sylvanas, I see a Ragnaros.
Tankmaster is actually a huge deal. That's an answer to Cthulhu potentially, and it stops Doomcaller.
A Hogger, I mean, there's not many low rolls here. I mean, like Antonidas, I mean, if he finds a way to find a spell, it's great. Otherwise, it's just a big statted minion. But
he didn't play Sylvanas there. I thought he was gonna play Sylvanas because it like stops like a Cthulhu. Maybe Cthulhu's not big enough to be a strong play at this point against a 6/6 Golden Monkey.
What is it, like a 12, I think?
Yeah, I'm gonna trust your judgment on that. I don't really know.
I know it's over 10/10, obviously, but
one thing that's interesting about legendaries is the more you have, like the more synergies you pick up. So Antonidas, you typically have no spells, but he does have that Ysera, which can get some spells to proc fire. So let's see. Had the rat played Sylvanas last turn, he could trade it into Sylvanas here, and yeah, okay. Ooh, missing on the Tankmaster. He really wanted to hit Sylvanas, I think. Although killing the brand does stop the brand Cthulhu interaction at least, so that's a thing. But he wanted to Malkrock the brand ideally.
Assassin's Blade. It's actually one of the better ones. You get 4 charges of this, and there's a lot of life total for Rat to work with here.
Right. It's a way above average roll for Malkrock, but I don't know if it's above average enough.
Right.
We're not 100% on that. Sylvanas getting value here, stealing a 3/3. Does he ever play Acolyte to draw?
It's just gonna get Assassin Bladed down, but I guess it is worth the durability on the weapon.
Yeah, and it saves the Tankmaster, right? Like, tempo plays are just strong. Onyxia is a big pickup. It's a strong tempo play for the rat. And really, tempo is like a thing you have to be very concerned of after you've monkey. If you ever fall behind, you're just so hard to catch back up. He does have Sylvanas to try and catch back up.
Is it weird to think the rat might have a chance to win this? I mean, he's got Archthieves Vom, Onyxia, Ysera in his hand. I mean,
no, these are some chance.
Yeah, these are some insanely good legendaries.
To be honest, if VLPS doesn't have
these last couple legendaries, like all the ones on the right side of his hand, are just insane in this kind of matchup.
So he trades first to try and get Cthulhu to not overkill the Ragnaros too much, kind of thing. He figures. But VLPS has some options here. He can just play some cheap dudes like Beckoner and Acolyte of Pain, and have a 67% to keep his Cthulhu around. And if he donates this Acolyte, he's potentially even overdrawing the rat some more. Because the rat's currently 8 cards, drawing up to 9. I don't think he would overdraw him this turn, but... Oh.
Yeah, and this is why he did it the way that he did it, just so he can execute the worst case scenario here, where Cthulhu gets moved over to the rat side of the board. The rat's gonna go to fatigue soon. Yeah, I think it's possible. Yeah,
seems good.
I mean, the Golden Monkey games are always great, right? There's so many interesting options.
Yeah, it's chaos, but the rat's crushing right now. He's not getting punished at all. VLPS just didn't have any. Like the early monkey, it's kind of lucky to get monkey as early as the rat did. Like it's hard to draw map and monkey, without them being towards the bottom of your deck. Oh, there's what VLPS needed. He never found that just card. Found the monkey eventually, but he was definitely kind of behind on draws this game in a number of ways. He didn't get the just cards early, didn't get the monkey as early.
And just the outcome you think that's going to happen, the 1-1 is left over. Most likely is always going to be the 1-1 here. And here we go.
I like pitching this just card. It's just not important at this point in the game. He's got to find some good legendaries, and he does find some pretty good ones.
Nexus Champion Th3Rat can be a big one.
Yeah, so...
I think the Rat's thinking about that. He's just going to go ahead and make Archithief for Farm, then make a bunch of 3/3s, and that might just be enough.
You could also get the +10/+10 card with the line of reasoning that VLPS won't have any shield slam or execute to deal with it.
That's true, too. The Lantern of Power.
Yeah, so the monkey's just so vulnerable to these powerful 10s.
Yeah, and I think either one of them is good. I think you can make a case for either one of them. It just... Like, is one of them actually better? It looks like he took the 3/3 mummies, though.
I like it. It basically, if you have a board to buff, you're kind of doing okay. And the mummies is at its most powerful when you don't have board control, which is kind of the scary scenario.
And speaking of Mirrors of Doom, VLPS mirrors the play from the Rat, and the Rat's kind of giggling about it, too. I think he knows. He's like, yeah, he just made the exact same play I did, took the exact same card I did. This game is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
The Rat is in fatigue first, but he has a huge life buffer.
18 worth of stats. It's big tempo play and a tempo matchup. Sure.
Ooh, Alec here. This can kind of answer a lot of this board.
Yeah. Takes the face damage. Value face attack.
And we're going to see the play mirrored yet again. Here is the Mirror of Doom.
Just making the tempo plays. It's pretty smart, right?
Mm-hmm. This game has been great.
Apart from that, maybe a Brawl could do something cool.
Looks like a Whirlwind and a Bolster.
Bolster doesn't play that well with Hogger because the taunts come out at end of turn before you get a chance to do anything. They are at least cheap spells, which is favorable for Antonidas, but I don't know if he's... Oh, look at that. Just full face, full aggression. I love it. This is a great play.
There's a King Crush for VLPS.
And here these value face attacks are really paying off. All of a sudden, VLPS doesn't have the life total to like use his weapon to clear stuff, although his weapon also doesn't hit hard enough. But that kind of thing, it really adds up and matters over the course of a game. You can't just say, oh, this guy's at 50, it doesn't matter. It ends up mattering.
Yeah. And here's a big tempo play, I think, as well. Alakir being able to attack multiple times this turn means that VLPS is going to be left over with minions. He's not just going to trade his whole board in. He's actually going to get to do a trade and start to kind of push for damage over the next few turns here. I think he has to start getting busy here as well. Plus, he gets into weaving an armor up, which is pretty important. This could buy him a full extra turn because he needs to start getting damage on the Rat as soon as possible.
Man, this is so tense.
Yeah. These games are great. I'm starting to come to your side of the fence here and love these Warrior Mirrors.
So, Dream is like a strong tempo play, but he misses. He gets just a minion, just really not what he wants in this kind of position. So VLPS last draw, Barnes, kind of a brick. Does it just not get a 1/1 at this point? Because there's no minions in deck?
I've never
playing it.
Yeah, I've never cast the Barnes when I have no cards in my hand. I mean, in my deck, so I actually don't know.
So this is a big deal. VLPS having to face tank 4, it's so much harder to survive that Antonidas now. It looks like he might just be dead to Antonidas double spell, picking up 2 fireballs for lethal the following turn.
Yeah, even the Whirlwind even clears a minion here too.
But wait, how much damage does VLPS here? On board, he has, what is that, 17 plus the Gorehowl, I think is one more, is 18. Plus
well, the Whirlwind's going to kill Archie for Farm if he plays Antonidas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is actually a big deal that it's a 7/1 here, not a 7/2.
So many choices.
Yeah, so VLPS has like 19 damage on the swing back, not enough for any kind of lethal. Maybe he could hit some kind of defensive spell off of next champion Th3Rat.
Yeah, you can see the grin on his face, knowing that that's pretty unlucky for him here. 2 spells equal 2 fireballs here, and it's just going to be too much damage.
He's got potential Th3Rat outs, right?
Yeah.
What is that?
Let's negotiate.
Why would he lead with Finley, though? He's just, okay.
Yeah, he's just conceding. Okay. He's just showing him that he got unlucky and got Finley and Barnes as 2